What is up, Need for Speed Racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, and we're here with the Ferrari FXX-K Evo S+. The best car in S+ is hands down the Cornnut Regera, no questions asked, point blank, like we all know this. I get asked a lot, hey, what's the best car that's not the Regera? It's this. It's just under 2.2 million. It's like 2.1775. So it is expensive. It's more expensive than the Regera. It is fast. It'll do 230 pretty easy. It handles very, very good. I would say that the handling portion of this car is probably a little better than the Regera, but that only makes up for so much. So on anything that's not Big O, this car does pretty well. But on Big O, which is the longest track in the game for S+, the Regera just walks. I mean, when it's 15 mile an hour faster, what can you do? But I digress. It is Ferrari week here on the channel, so we got to start at the top, and we'll work our way down, or start at the top, go to the bottom, work our way up. It doesn't matter. I don't have any idea how I'm releasing the cars to you guys. We just, whatever feels good that day, and that's how you get it. But today, you get this one. So let's dive right into the build. Like I say, this is the second best car in the game, in my opinion. It's pretty solid. The engine is the 6.3 liter V12. It is the only engine you can put in this car, you guys. So no questions there. Once you've got the car, you've got that. For the parts, it's already got Elite induction. It already has Elite ECU. It already has the Elite fuel system, and it already has the Elite exhaust. So you can't change those even if you wanted to, you guys. Platinum parts across the board. Now, this is where you can make changes. You have to change the way the forced induction is. I was running the supercharger for a bit. Gives you a little more torque, but you lose a little horsepower. The top end is really where we live in the S+ class. I would say either do root supercharger or single turbo. I've been running it with a single turbo. I like it. But the root supercharger is also pretty good. So really, it's kind of a trade-off there. Do you want the 30 more horsepower, or would you rather have the 40 foot-pounds of torque? So it's really a wash. But I would say either one of those is good. I wouldn't probably do the twin turbos. But all I know is you definitely need to get away from the naturally aspirated. You need to put in bigger induction in. Do not do the centrifugal. That is a joke. It's bad. It's just bad. Don't equip that one. On my first car, my first version of the Ferrari, which I had a month or two ago, about a month ago actually, I was running the centrifugal. So single turbo or roots, up to you guys. Try them both. If you're already here and you're buying the car, you can throw the extra 50 grand at it. You'll be fine. You want to run Elite Platinum NOS. You want to run Elite Road suspension, so that way it turns the best. You want to run the Elite brakes. That's all you can put on it anyway, so you don't have to worry about those. You do want to run Elite grip tires. I've run the roads. Don't do the grips. They really don't change a whole lot, just how the car handles. I think the grip tires are really very important. There's only one clutch you can put in it. It already comes in it, so don't worry about that. Transmission, we are running the 7-speed. The 7-speed, I think, is very important. I've seen other people run this in a lower, at the lower transmission, and they're like, oh, it accelerates better. I'm like, you lost like 30 mile an hour off the top end. I don't know why you would do that. But those particular people really don't associate in the Discord anymore, so I think they got kind of shamed out of their bad taste out of the Discord. I don't know. Like, when you show up and you're just wrong, some people don't like that. Anyway, 7-speed transmission, guys. It'll treat you right. Elite differential gives you the most slider. You could probably get away with literally the basic, but I always run the Elite parts for testing purposes, but you can do any differential. We're sliding all the way to 100% grip on my build anyway. Nitrous grip, nitrous near miss. Same old, same old. Run the slider to 100%, all the way to the left. Steering sensitivity, I'm 2 clicks up. Do whatever you like. Downforce, I'm running it high. You could run it all the way low. Gives you a little more on the top end. I wanted it to be pretty planted. I was running gas tap just to kind of try to do some micro drifts. You might run it off. That's a you thing, but try whatever you like. I was running gas tap because I was trying to do anything I could to try to get as much speed as possible to catch these guys in the Regeras. I did okay. I would say with the downforce, try it all the way low or all the way high. See which one you guys prefer. All the way low, the car accelerates a little faster, but it handles a little different for that reason. So you might check. For the gameplay footage, I was running it all the way high. I do want to say that. So bear that in mind, you guys. Outside of that, that's going to give you the Ferrari FXX-K Evo. With the turbo I've got on it, it's 1449 on the horsepower and 855 on the torque. 235 is the top speed. It really only does about 232, 233. So you're kind of fighting for it all the way across the board. But regardless, the car's pretty good. It's pretty fast. Like I say, I think it's the second best car in the game. This is kind of a gimme on the builds. Like, it's Ferrari week, so I had to start at the top. But if you buy this car, it's pretty hard to screw it up. Like, the only way you can screw it up is keeping basic induction or centrifugal. So, like, if you get away from the forced induction and you change it to literally, even the twin turbos would probably be fine. So, turbo, twin turbos, super. Do one of the three, you're straight, everything's good. Outside of that, car's good. Stay play for the gameplay footage. I appreciate you guys supporting me, watching the videos. It's awesome. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment. Let me know what car you would like to see a build of for Ferrari week. I don't normally take requests, but I've got a lot of Ferraris that are already done. Obviously, the Pista is beat to the ground for B and A class. We've got the Testarossa for A+. What do you guys want to see? If you would like to see something specific, I might be willing to throw something at the wall and see what sticks just to try, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of Ferraris in the class, but they're all kind of similar, and so it's kind of a wash. But I'm here for you guys. I'm making content that you want to watch. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you. I'm the Wheelman, Alex Cornnut. You have a great rest of your day. Stay played for the gameplay footage. Bye-bye. All right. Big City Life is one of my more personal favorite as far as the racing side of things goes. I really do like this track a lot. We're running that Porsche 918. We're running against it. And we've got a few BMWs in this playlist as well. And so this is how the car performs against normal humans. We launch it in 5th gear. Stay in the nitrous, shift into 6th, use the rest of our NOS tank to finish out 6th gear right before we shift into 7th. You'll see that I've got a very shallow drift there that has to do with the gas tap, and that was just helping me accumulate that yellow boost. Overall, this car is really a pleasure to drive. I just wish there was more people that like to drive slower cars for the S Plus races. It would be a lot more fun. The Regera is just a busted ass amazing car. That all being said, we have no problem doing about 230 in this vehicle under nitrous or in a straight line. You'll see that I turn that kind of tight and then straighten out. It gives you the most time to react to traffic there, if there is any. Other than that, we just stay on the track, stay in oncoming when it's necessary to try to accumulate boost. Otherwise, I'm just taking very shallow, tight lines to try to do a shallow corner, but maybe a longer turn so that way I don't shave as much speed. I get all the way out of traffic there, get off into the grass, down this off-ramp, looking for traffic, looking ahead the entire time. I'm looking at the next checkpoint almost, just looking to see where cars are at so I don't hit anything. This next portion, you want to turn in very shallow here. The car will get unsettled coming through this area. And then I want to hook to the inside, stay really tight. I make a straight line, no steering inputs through here. I'm accelerating up that hill as much as possible. Alright, we're coming up on another just easy right turn. This is probably the trickiest corner in the whole track, and I used yellow boost and managed to mess it up. So that was really special. Had I have not done that, this would have been a really good run for this car. Mind you, there's no leaderboard for non-Regera cars, but if we started one, this probably would have been a pretty good pace for this car. But a couple mess ups, so wouldn't have been perfect by any means. Other than that, I just stay on the right side here. I'm not really interested in playing with oncoming traffic. I already had that one mess up, but being 700 yards away from second place, we've got a pretty good lead, and we are way ahead of the other two guys in the BMWs. I save the yellow boost for this corner, turn, hit it, to get right back up to speed. Coming up the hill, always be wary of traffic here, you guys, and then this turn is just a dice roll. I try to take it on the inside, and poof, there's 3 cars. I hit 2 of them. Somehow we don't crash. We'll die on the other turn earlier, doing a little early turn in, but there we can hit 2 cars oncoming and it's fine. Silly game is silly. Alright, if the other track is my personal favorite, this is probably second or third. I really do enjoy this track as well. It's technical. Any of the technical tracks I like in S+. We're going to launch in 5th gear. We downshift. Boom! It's a rocket ship using all of our NOS bottle. Clicking into 6th. Still using the rest of our NOS bottle. It's out. We click into 7th. E-brake corner here. Just to try to set up a little bit of a smooth drift. The car is really predictable. It's a lot of fun to drive. Staying consistent kind of in the middle. You'll see me drive in the middle of the lanes. Any opportunity I get, because then you have the best opportunity to not hit oncoming traffic. But I definitely smash some traffic a little later. Up here you'll see. So I'm just being safe, doing the best I can to not hit anything. You're going fast enough in this class that lane selection isn't nearly as important as not hitting things. So we'll e-brake a little early, get on the inside, do the same thing here on this corner, and I'm just taking it really tight. If you take it really tight, it gives you a lot of opportunity to slide out, and if you make a mistake, a lot of room to correct. Accelerating through here, staying in the middle. You'll see I'm using that yellow area as much as possible just to get away from traffic. I'm trying not to get involved in the collision. And my line was not so good there, so we get a crash. I get up to speed, and I literally almost do the same thing with a grip turn right there. So, didn't learn my lesson the first time. Regardless, though, we're back up to speed. This car is tremendously fast. Now, up here, I'm going to e-brake turn. I overturn a little bit, but I want to shoot a straight line through there to aim for that next checkpoint. E-brake turn again. Guys, you want to go off of this jump through the billboard in the middle, so you land in the middle. Sometimes there's traffic there, and you can land into a car, and then that'll ruin your whole race, because this is the final straightaway. Everybody is carrying a ton of speed here. Other than that, car's great. Give it a look, you guys. If you got the money to burn, it's amazing. If you don't, buy the Regera. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.